that sucks.
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't.
Has it?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
No, this has happened before. We've been here before. I just died of starvation. They took away all the Kaiser rolls and ketchup. Or at least didn't throw anything down in that basement with me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Why should I bother doing anything? It doesn't seem like any of this matters.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options.
I'm beginning to like this guy.
I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, let's see. I died and I'm right back here. It doesn't sound like consequences happened.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess locked us in a basement, we eventually died, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we?
I'm beginning to like you a lot less. I would like to get out of this without murder. That would be optimal.
You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the
Hi,
world.
Blackjack. Did you need attention right now?
I want to slay the princess.
What about this princess?
Just be quick about it.
You know, all she did last time, she locked me in the basement until I died. Okay, yeah, that was horrible for me, but how can she in the world?
She just can. But that doesn't mean you're not fully up to the task that's been given to you. Have a little faith in yourself, and maybe try not to get tricked this time.
Yeah, actually looking behind us and up would have probably done me a world of good. Listen. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Well, actually, the last time it was because I had no choice but to listen to you and took my eyes off of her. Yeah, you tell him. Buddy. What's the matter, Blackjack? Huh? What's the matter? What's wrong? Uh-huh. The cat is sitting on the mouse right now. Hang on.
I guess he doesn't want to slay the princess.
No one slays the princess but me.
Buddy. I kinda need that. Yes. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Want some of these? Is that what's going on here? Is it time for treats? It was time for treats. Okay.
I don't think either of you really need to press the man on this. He wants us to slay the princess, so why would he have anything to hide? He seems like a nice guy to me.
Opportunist. Are you actually wanting us to kill this woman? Is that what's going on here?
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but you should really stop wasting time chatting amongst yourselves in the woods. So, if we could move this along?
Yeah.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. A warning before you go any further.
Oh, now you're gonna warn me.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done.
A little brown on your nose there, man.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And now the cat wants out. The cat got his treats, and he wants out. Talk about an opportunist.
Just a bit.
Stop the princess, I want me treats and I want my way.
Basically, good God, cat. Came in here, got in my way, got treats, and then went, yep, I'm done here. I'm leaving you. So, are we inside a giant tree now? No, seriously, did it looked completely different last time. It actually looked like a cabin.
The blade is
Maybe
your
we're getting
implement.
to the roots of the
You'll
problem.
need it if you want to do this right.
Maybe we're just branching out. I don't know. I guess we should leave it alone.
Oh, clearly the princess's bark is worse than her bite.
Mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
You know, I feel I've had this argument before.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, you see it too.
But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Count for something he's hiding. I trust my eyes. Why would he lie about there not being a mirror? What does he gain out of that?
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about anything? If there were a mirror in this cabin, we were supposed to look at it, he would have told us about it.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
But it's right there. I see it. And yeah, this is very different from last time.
Different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
This feels really goddamn familiar, and I can't figure out why. But there was a mirror here just a second ago. I swear it was right here.
Well, at least
You
we can all
okay?
agree
I
now
think
that
we
there's
should get a
nothing to
nice
see.
bus ride to
Case
make you
closed.
feel better.
Good work.
I don't think that would make me feel better. You know, I better grab the blade. Last time didn't work out so well.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
You know, that's actually a good point.
That's not actually a bad idea. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters?
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello?
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
You know, I didn't really get to do anything to you last time.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy.
Yeah, sure, just wipe everything else aside, right? Shove it under the rug? Uh-huh.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
You know, I seem to think that talking our way out isn't going to work.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
We couldn't have tucked it into our belt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
She also has kitty cat smile going on there.
And a tail.
And a tail. I thought that was part of her dress at first, or her hair.
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
And her foot is decidedly pointy-ended.
Hmm.
Good.
She's acting like
does
she
have
already
some
knows
claws.
you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
You stop talking.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
We tried that last time.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
That is a lot of options.
Mm.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Monster. You should talk.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I ain't that sorry. Look, I didn't really bring the blade down here for you, or specifically not to just kill you. No, I don't want to actually let you out. I get the sense you're not happy with me, even though I let you out.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Uh-huh. You know, I died last time and you didn't. Why do you deserve the trust here?
You were the one who went to get that knife. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failure around on the winner.
My God, I love the voice acting work she's doing right now. Look, I know. It got messy last time. I think there's something bigger at work than both of us here. We kind of need to team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to claw me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
No, someone's remembering what happened last time.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Can't you get out of those chains on your own? They didn't exactly stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Yep, thought so.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay then. Let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Definitely getting a cat vibe out of her.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking? You're
Yes.
talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
If anything, this is a situation that's come by. She's reacted to what we've done.
Yeah. Ladies first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
You know, I haven't really done anything to trick you yet.
Just go first.
Fine. but, you know, you're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I actually hold a card, at least. You go first, or we stay here.
The princess leans close.
Little
her
close
nose
there.
touching as she sniffs your neck.
Personal
and whispers
space.
tauntingly.
Personal space.
What is she doing?
I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Eyes on the back of her head. Does she really?
Uh-huh.
No, we're fine.
The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs. You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
It's time, boys. Stab her in the back. Do it. Do it now.
Wait, I thought we were helping her escape.
Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
If she had it in first, we'd be dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not stabbing her in the back.
You do realise that she hates us, right? If we don't make the first move now, she's going to find a way to make the first move herself. Why would she do that? She wants to leave, which means we need to work together, and she knows that. She wouldn't just act against her best interests.
I don't know. If I were her, I'd betray us. Look at me right now, suggesting betrayal.
You really need to learn to put yourself in someone else's shoes. I'm with that little weasel. You have an opportunity to save the world. You should take it.
I said I'm not stabbing her in the back, and I make the choices here.
And that's a great idea. See, this is why you're in charge and I'm not. You think things through. You stick to your guns. It shows real leadership, and more people should be like you.
You know that brown on your nose?
Mhm.
It's spreading.
I never knew
We're
a voice
almost
was
there.
capable
You
of being
better
only being
not try
slapped.
anything. I know you're thinking it.
Oh, you've known voices that are capable of being slapped. You've heard me be Dick Brickman before.
Us?
I say by my comments.
Never. I can't believe she'd even suggest that. The gall.
Yeah.
The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
Then she slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place.
The achievement unlocked. The frog. It was in her nature.
No, not again. Maybe not stabbing her in the back wasn't such a great idea.
Oh, shush you.
The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
I can't believe you let me do that to you again.
You know, I thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door. So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Yeah, okay. What happens now? Well, actually, I need to explore first. Come on, just let me out. I promise I'm not going to be mad.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here.
Inconceivable! Anyway.
It's in our nature to be trapped.
Just-
Okay, fine. You got me. Very funny. Can you let me out now?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
And, I mean, you're kind of stuck here with me. What point does this serve?
Makes her
Aside
feel better.
Aside from just being vindictive?
You try the door. It's locked. You throw yourself against the door. It won't budge.
Okay, well, what happens now? I'm stuck here, and you're kind of stuck here with me.
Why isn't he saying anything?
I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu.
I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure.
Are you seeing this?
Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Huh. That just happened. Hey, it's a mirror again.
But you don't get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Wait a minute. I know this place. Oh, god damn it, I'm back here?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Nothing good. You know, it's gonna be okay. Just trust me on this one, voice. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You know, you're not wrong, but yet at the same time, you're about as wrong as you can be. I can't really explain that one.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
I won't miss you when you're gone. I'll see one of you on the other side. It might be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Finally. We're going places.
Yeah, we are. Not you.